Hi, Telly. So it's time for another weekly leadership video. And last week I was talking about how you transition from being a coworker to the boss job. So basically, you were working in the team and now you got promoted and you're managing this team. And this is such a big topic that I wanted to cover to add more to what I've done last week because there's a lot of question mark for young leaders. How do I deal with that? Especially if sometimes you're going to have older people in your team, so people that are older than you, and you're going to have to manage them and you feel maybe uncomfortable or you don't really know how to handle the situation. So let's dive into it and let me give you two advice today on this video. So the first advice that I would like to really give you is take your time, be patient. Don't make any changes the first 3 months that you're moving into the team. You don't have to, unless you've been hired and put in this position to really make a drastic change and something that is not working and you have to fix. Okay, this is a different situation, but if you've just been naturally promoted to this position to really grow the business or just naturally from your career path in the company, just give yourself some time to just watch from another level and learn. Because now I know you've been part of this team and you probably know all the tasks and all the things that need to be done, but you are not at the level where you have to now have the vision, have the strategy, and you need to see now, okay, where are we going to go? What's the idea what's the strategy for 5 years, for example? So you need to first understand, before making any changes, you need to understand what works, what doesn't work, and you need to understand every individual of your team. What do they like to do? What are they good at? Because now you're seeing that from another perspective. So you cannot judge from your old position. You have to judge from your higher position as a leader. So understanding the diversity of your team, the talents, the individual talents that you have in your team, and not judging what they are bad at, but trying to find what they are good at, because nobody is bad intentionally at something. They may be the wrong person to do that task maybe, but maybe they would be excellent at doing something else. So open your mind to really see what are the differences in your team, learn from the individual, and give yourself some time before you can make any change completely to the organization and how you do business or how the process works in your team. 3 to 6 months. Don't get in a rush to make the big changes. The best leader would be the one that first observe, learn, connect with their team before they make any changes. And don't listen to the people around you that are pushing you to make changes, or if they do, question why they are asking that and really what is not working that you could maybe fix right away, but not changing completely everything. Because I know when you're young, you want to just like, okay, it should work like that way, so this is how we're going to put that upside down and we're going to go there, and you have big ideas, but it takes time for the people to get on board. So the more you learn about them, the easier it would be for you to make any changes. So my first advice was just be patient, give yourself some time to learn. And my second advice is to consider, it's also related to patience, but it's to consider your relationship with your team like you would consider dating somebody. Okay, so when you arrive in this position of manager, you have to understand that even if they knew you as a colleague, they don't know how you're going to be as a manager. Okay, so they're going to observe you, and it's going to take time for them to trust you, to like you, and to understand really what is your style, and to really want to go with you where you want to take them, where you want to lead them. Okay, so give yourself some time and consider that it's basically like dating. You're not going to fall, maybe they're not going to fall in love the first week. So there's no point to make big meetings and hoping that everybody's going to be like, yeah, she's so awesome or he's so awesome, great boss, great job. This will come with time. Yeah? If you're not in a hurry to be appreciated or to be an inspiration for your team, just do your work. Put your head down, learn, connect with them, do action, continue to do your action. Hard work pays off. Be fair, be polite, be there for them, be of service for them. the first few months, so they can, there's really three things that you want from your team. You want them to know you, you want them to trust you, you want them to like you also for some part of you, not to like you because it's not the point, but to like the way you, where you're taking them, to be on board with you, to be connected with you on where the whole team has to go, and the changes, because the changes that you will have to make will come, will be easier if they know you and you've been already doing maybe the work with them for 2 months. You've been then constantly serving them, helping them, and considering in your mind that they do the job, and your job is really to provide the space so they can do the best job they can. So you are now at another level. That's something that you really need to understand also when you take another position. You're not in the position where you were the technician, you were the one doing all the tasks. And I know you know that part because you were that. Maybe you were really good at what you were doing when you were doing it. When you move to the next level, you actually can't do all those things yourself. You have to really let go and have the people doing it. So you have to provide the right environment for them to do the best job they can, to use their talent the best way they can, to really know them individually, to understand maybe Stacy like detail work. Okay, that's good to know, because maybe right now she's not involved in the super detail work, but when you're going to start to think about those changes that you want to put in place, and you're going to ask her maybe in 3 months, like, how would you see yourself? Like, I know you like details. Would you like to do this kind of job? And then maybe you have something that's going to fit her skill. Then she's going to be on board, because like, yeah, I totally would like to know that. I would like to do that. And it's something that's going to motivate her, because it's coming from a place of, I've seen you. I see the diversity of my team. I see the talents that I have in my team, the individual talents, and this is what's going to make us stronger. So it takes time for you to really go into that place, to change your view and see the talents that you have in your team, thinking, okay, if we're going to go on a long journey, on a long road trip together, who's going to be good at that? Who's going to be like, build the catalog of the skills you have in your team. Start to build in your mind what talents you have. And there's no such thing as somebody that is a bad performer, or somebody that is not good at what they are doing. They may be the right person, but the wrong task. So maybe we can learn from that. Or maybe they haven't understood really what is they're supposed to do, or what is requested from them. So all those things you're going to watch and learn from the first few months you're going to be in the position. So my advice to summarize for you is to be patient and not eager to make all the changes right away. Okay, don't be pushy and try to change everything right away. The best leaders are the ones that know how to let go of doing things, watching and learning, and just take action consistently from a place of service and leading the team. So be patient before doing the changes. And then the second advice is for your relationship, to build a relationship for your team. Know in your bones and in your head that it's going to take time. It's like dating, okay? They need to see you as a manager. They need to see you act as a manager, and then really for them to know, like and trust you, because it's something that you're building. It's a trust that you're building in them. It's not something that comes overnight. We're going to be best friend, and you're going to be the best manager ever. This is something that takes time. So I hope it's helpful for you. So if you are a new manager, I hope this is helpful for you. And if you're not a new manager, but you're managing new managers, I hope you can relay this message to them, and maybe help them with this kind of advice. All right, that's it for this week, and I'll see you next week. Bye.